Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today I'm going to be covering the IBM stock and why it's going to be blowing up very soon. So make sure to watch until the very end of this video. A large reason that IBM is projected to grow is because of the recent news that just came out. So Palantir and Humana Incorporated were two companies that recently partnered up with IBM, and these two companies have their own stocks which are pretty much doing really well right now as well. And it's pretty much going to help boost IBM stock. Now apparently they're going to be coming out of irrelevancy, which they have been in for pretty much the past few years, and they've just been going down and down and down. If you guys remember, just like a couple of decades ago, IBM was pretty much the main company that produced computers and electronics, and they were pretty much very well known in their industry. But then they pretty much started going down. Now they're starting to do collaborations with other companies such as Palantir. There is still a lot of short interest on this stock despite how it's most likely going to blow up. You guys can see right here, right after it hit a pretty high number of $122.50, there was a lot of short interest around this area right here, and that pretty much continued until it went up once again up to $121.35. It pretty much recovered, and then there was a lot of short interest once again, and then this continued pretty much throughout the day. But yeah, this stock is actually being heavily shorted right now, so just be aware of that. If you guys are bullish on IBM, just make sure that you guys check out the RSI. If the RSI is at around 30, that's a good time to buy since there's a lot of people selling at that point. And when the RSI is at around 70, that's a good time to sell because a lot of people are starting to buy at that point, and there's going to be a lot of short interest. So you guys want to make sure that you're selling once the RSI is at around 70, and once it's around 30, you guys want to go ahead and buy. But as you guys can see right here, this was not a good example of that because when this huge spike happened, the RSI was at around 43, and then at the top of the spike you guys can see it's at 92 RSI. So you guys can see there's actually a lot of volatility, so you can't just rely on the RSI all the time with this particular stock because yeah, things are just starting to get sorted out, and there's actually a lot of short interest. As I mentioned earlier, there's a lot of stuff happening. There's news that's going to be coming out every day, so just make sure when the stock market opens, check out the news on IBM, check what's happening, and make sure to check out the short interest because the stock is very volatile right now. By the way, this is not financial advice. This channel is meant for entertainment and education purposes only. But yeah, let's check out the 5-day. You guys can see right here there was a huge drop on February 8th. It went from about $123.51, and then it dropped all the way down to $121.40. So you guys can see there was a lot of short interest. Whenever the stock does hit new highs, there's all of a sudden a lot of short interest and the stock drops once again. If we check out the 1 year, you guys can see IBM pretty much started off 2020 dropping down from about $155.31, and then it dropped all the way down to $94.77. So the people that were pretty much shorting the stock, they've been shorting the stock for a long time because it's just been dropping year after year, and they can pretty much just rely on this stock getting the money and just dropping every single time. So this is going to be a game changer if the stock actually does end up going through the roof. You guys can see it's been having a lot of resistance against dropping once again. It's just a matter of time before the stock ends up blowing up. It might even pass 155, which is what it was at the beginning of 2020, but this is kind of unlikely. I'm expecting it to go up by either $5 to $10 very soon, but it's probably not going to go as high as it was at the beginning of 2020. But that's going to be the end of today's video. Please go ahead and subscribe with the notification bell if you guys haven't already. Make sure to give this video a like, and also make sure to tell me down below what stock you guys want me to cover next, and I'll see you guys next time.